John Mullen, 7th in the country. He is an absolute unit facing off for Syracuse, going against Luke Engelke. This is going to be a big challenge for the Duke Blue Devils today, dealing with one of the top face-off men in America. And we're underway here in Durham. Got to get a loose ball hold. Will go against Syracuse. Two-handed midfielder now to Leo. Middle of the field up to Peyton Anderson. Far side, here's English. Drops it. Nice defensive play that time by Keith Boyer. McAdory, the bouncer, save made by Jimmy McCool. It'll stay with Duke. Now it's kind of a two-way guy because of injuries. He's forced to play both positions. That time Kershus, the freshman, rang it off the pipe, wins the race for it on the sideline, stays with Duke. Fresh 60-second shot clock. How does McAdory now at attack, and especially kind of coming from X, change things? Shot score! We'll get to that in a moment, but first Eric Molliver puts Duke on the board. Well, maybe that's part of that question, Q, is how does that make guys like Molliver a little bit more effective?
The answer is the question mark. Molliver, the transfer from Maryland, from the ATL, a grad student. He's got over 50 points this season, but just too often he's been a little bit of a no-show in some of their big games, but he establishes himself here. A hard left-handed drive, leans in, turns to the outside. Textbook question mark. Molliver dancing.
Bodies flying all over the place. Jack Gray comes out of there with it. Molliver again. Tries the question again. This time it was shut off. Back up top to Johnston. Far side to Sloat. Sloat takes the bouncer. Scores off the far pipe.
Gotta love the start from this Duke offense. Max Sloat, well above 20 goals this season. Junior, San Mateo, California. That's the Bay Area. Played for Chris Rotelli in high school. Look at him get downhill. He's got a gorgeous three-quarter arm release on the run. He's tall, 6'3". There's a little deception there. He hides the ball from the goaltender. And you talk about hitting the spot, Cotter. Hit the iron.
What do you make, too, of Syracuse defense polling both Johnston and Sloat in the midfield?
That's gone on most of the season for Duke. You just got to play better defense. You know, Sloat wants his left hand.
Spallina. Over to McCarthy. He'll use a pick from Spallina. Although Wilson does a nice job going through it. Now he causes a turnover. We're going to get a call, though. It's going to go against Wilson on the All-American McGuire. Good skip pass to Anderson. Spallina. Hilt shoots, save made by Patrick Jamison.
Nice look by Spallina, the seam pass. Hilt's got his look, but low to low won't go.
Good pass, save made by McCool though.
Fathom, like, wait a second, that means he's coached for 40 years.
Yeah.
He has.
He has. A lot of success, not only at Duke, where he's won 3 national championships, but also at Hofstra for many years out on the island beforehand.
This Duke unit's been really good this year. Wow, tough save by McCool.
Johnston got a lot of it. McCool was able to keep it out of the cage.
That's a great save from McCool. Moving his feet again, I talked about it. Back-to-back bounce shot saves by McCool. So what's your option now as Syracuse double poles the midfield to put the pole on Sloat and Johnston?
Great moves. Flish to Graham Blake. Great playing in these small spaces. He was an attackman at Harvard before he transferred over. Scored 29 goals last year alone. Shot McCool again. McCool is hot today. 4 saves early. Anderson. You can see what kind of an athlete 88 is in orange. Just a freshman. Now Jamison comes out to meet him.
No hold call on Krause, the lefty. That's a third good play Cole Krause has made today. They got Hoddle caught on defense.
Yes, Molliver wants to take advantage. And he does! Dunks it past McCool for his second of the afternoon.
Tell you, Duke's defense, as advertised. And Cole Krause has been the star. Look at him. Super stout at the point of contact. Ball's on the carpet, they clear it, and Molliver capitalizes on the matchup. This season is unlike any we've ever covered. Like the margin, maybe Cornell's the outlier, but everybody else seems to be in the same general vicinity, the same zip code. So if Duke can continue to play good defense and get timely offensive production, who knows?
Duke's only been held scoreless in 3 quarters this season of the 48 they've played coming in. Syracuse, rather, I should say. So
they can't win a matchup right now on ball.
There you go again.
Cannot win a matchup. That time it was Charlie Johnson getting under the butt end hand of the offensive ball carrier.
He should be starting that attack, and that's where he is right now.
He's being shorted today by Carter Rice, 12 and orange.
Molliver's off to a hot start. McAdory, full head of steam, hits the pipe. Figueres lost his pole, so he had to go back and pick it up, and that enabled Duke to be able to pick up the GB, fresh 60 seconds.
Great hustle.
Now will we see Syracuse finally open things up a little bit offensively? Final minute of this first quarter. They have been completely shut down, and Jamison shuts the door on Anderson.
Jamison's got nice size. 6 foot. Solid frame, wonderful angle play.
No one's picking him up either.
Go for it, go for it.
Now he wants to get rid of it in a hurry. He's in trouble.
Clock.
10 seconds for McGuire. McAdory's going to have to make something happen on his own. That goes out with 3.2 remaining. And Luke Engelke at the faceoff dot, hanging in there with John Mullen. 2-2 at the faceoff stripe through 1 quarter. Mullen wins this one.
Notable from that first quarter, Connor, to me, Syracuse shooting 0 for 7.
So now Kirschus, Molliver, McAdory, Johnston, Pappendick, and Sloat will put it back into play here for Duke.
And how much confidence? If you're a Duke offensive player right now, how much confidence do you have in your D? Like you're not feeling the pressure.
Sloat forced McCool to make the save, and McCool couldn't control the rebound. Back to Duke. That time, Sloat got another really good look in front. Loose ball won by Duke. Now the switch. Molliver has the short stick. Jump shot. Probably ill-advised.
Good job by Levine, 34. Senior, nice-looking player, 6'3". Most people stay away from him. That's how good he's been.
That time he can't do anything about Kirschus, though. Perfectly placed shot. 4-0 Duke.
Dancing in Durham. The freshman pressing up the left hash. Duke operating this entire possession with the ball behind the net. He sung Levine's praises. That time he's in good position. Yes, he pushes him away. That creates enough separation that Kirschus can follow through. And he stings the far post.
Duke shooting 5 for 8 on the day, in stark contrast with the orange. Won the last 4 faceoffs, Syracuse did. And getting the ball on Cage. Talking to Gary on the field before the game, he said, look, when we shoot the ball well early and put it on target, it means good things for us. When we don't, throughout this year, it's meant trouble. And they have just not been able to get shots on Cage all game long yet. Spallina, he's looking to change that. Gets underneath the defender, scores, falling down. That's a beautiful move. And Syracuse turns to their igniter. The junior from Mount Sinai, New York, finally breaks the scoreless streak.
Inside roll. Doubles just a hair late. That's a good job by Spallina. Watch a drop step inside roll. He spins. Johnson goes for the hook check. It's not there, and Spallina shows his strength and his balance. And if you bring that stick off your right shoulder and take a sidearm or three-quarter arm release, and don't do it quickly, he's going to hit you with the trail check. But Spallina's got that ability to have a feel for the defender.
Roa, two-handed midfielder.
There we go.
Passing
There we go.
inside.
There we go. Maybe the alarm clock sounded a little late this morning. This is the Syracuse offense. This is why fans in Central New York have hope of bringing home a national championship. And when Syracuse is playing like this, watch this ball hum. They are capable of playing in championship weekend. That is team offense. That is gorgeous. I just love it.
Good pickup by Cal Girard, backup face-off man. Now he's got Mullins chasing him around. Gonna get an offside here.
That's a stinger.
And McGuire!
That's a disaster for Syracuse because you're starting to kind of grab momentum of this game. Aiden McGuire, only a junior, a future pro. Off the offsides call, it's a quick restart. Neither coach can call timeout in that scenario. And so as a defense, you just want to get in the hole and check up. Too much room, top of the box.
DeMitti now has 5 goals on the year, showing his versatility. A lot of pace behind that shot. English. Leo. Working on Wilson. Tight quarters.
He's got to use his speed against Wilson, his quickness.
Roa shoots a bounce and scores.
You can just feel the ball movement. One cradle and a pass. Outside snipe off the great ball movement. Orange offense.
Absolutely, and a beautiful day for it. We saw those numbers right there. Syracuse has hit on their last 3 shots, but there's 6 turnovers so far in this game, have given Duke ample opportunity. How about this play by Girard? Winning 2 faceoffs here in this second quarter. Duke looking to change that here with Johnston. Down the alley, draws the slide. Sloat loses his footing, gets back up. Syracuse fans wanted a Ward, wouldn't get it. 10 seconds to shoot. Sloat shoots. McCool all over it.
Push it now. Push it. Push it.
7 saves from McCool.
You called that game, Connor. I was there that day.
Yeah, North
How
Carolina.
incredible was that entire day? The fan support for that women's game.
Yep.
The quality of play on the field.
Clearly the top 2 teams in the country.
Carolina winning by a goal. I thought BC maybe showed that the heat was a factor that day, kind of wilting a little. It was their first experience in hot temperatures.
Right.
The temperature that week in Boston was like 34.
It'll be more of a surprise if those 2 teams don't meet up for the championship than if they do. Nice job that time with the trail check.
Levine, 34.
Roa. Here's the ball moving. Spallina with a tough angle. Still gets the best of Jamison.
Most of the Orange success has come on this side of the field. This is just a little tic-tac-toe. Spallina doesn't have much. I mean, most guys would turn down this shot, but watch the deception. There's a heavy body lean there like he's going sidearm release to a low location, and he's able to use his wrists and flick that ball.
Spallina has scored or assisted on all 4 goals for the Orange this afternoon. Duke advantage now back to 1. How about Girard?
that needs to be elevated if they're going to make a run in the NCAA tournament.
Delgado. Blake gets under his defender. He shoots a little twister. McCool picks it up.
Good stop by McCool.
Nice catch by Roa. Very two-handed. It's back to his right. English. Nice move. Saved by Jameson.
Fast hands, that top hand speed. Syracuse once again having success with that wing dodge.
McGuire thought he might get another one. The extra pass, though, beautifully to Molliver. 23 in white can do it all. And Molliver with the hat trick here in the first half.
This is a serious transition goal that starts with a clean save, and then you punish him with an aggressive outlet. Duke runs the field brilliantly. Keith Boyer does such a wonderful job. Watch 11. Sniff this out. I draw and I dump. I draw and dump. Tic-tac-toe down the field. Molliver from McGuire.
Sloat uses a Papendick pick. McAdory gets it back. Johnston on the far side. Good pass to Molliver. That's 4 on the day for Eric Molliver on the doorstep. And McAdory found him with a precision pass. 7-4 Blue Devils.
This offensive set's effective. Duke's got 2 players on the interior, on the crease. And on the sweep, you see the double team. The recovery leaves an opening on the backside. So it's a right-handed sweep. Syracuse steps upfield, they throw back, and then McAdory is able to attack the recovery of the defense.
He's found himself a home here at Duke as a grad transfer in the Fuqua Business School. Gerard, look at this. Timeout by Duke with 44.8 left in this first half. Sloat just watching that clock tick. See Coach Danowski barking out some orders as he moves down the sideline, along with Matt, his son, the offensive coordinator. Now to the far side with McAdory. Johnston, under 10. Shoots, no, a pass from Molliver down low, and McCool with a great save. The horn sounds to end the first half. It was a beautiful play and deceptive.
Duke with 29 shots, that kind of stands out to me in the first half. Face-offs have been about even. That's a win for Gerard and Duke. Ground ball advantage, slight Duke. I think 2 offsides penalties against Syracuse.
Right.
1 led to a goal.
Yes. And I believe 6 turnovers for that first half for the Orange, including 5 in the first quarter.
8 total.
8 total.
8 total turnovers. They're averaging 12.6 per game.
Going against Figueres. Get on the attack. Stutter step. He shoots a question mark. McCool is there.
Jimmy McCool's done his part, hasn't he?
Look at that ride, though, by Johnston, trying to get it back. Kakemo eventually gets possession. Watch out here. Stays with Carter Rice.
Nice turn away from pressure by Rice. And he's a double team creator.
Not feeling great right here, but he stays on. Tries to set a pick.
Woo!
Beautiful job defensively.
Sail and
Is that
Durham.
Christmas? Johnson, Charlie Johnson, continues his fantastic play, forcing the 9th turnover of the day. McGuire puts his shoulder into the defender. He shoots and scores. If I told you, regardless of possession, just tell me who the best player on the field is, would you say 23 in white?
You could, and I wouldn't argue with it today, maybe. Starts with the defense. Guess who? Charlie Johnson creates the yard sale. Jake Wilson scoops it up, gets it to McGuire. The meathead dodge. Put your shoulder down, run him over, plant your feet, and stick it.
You can see he's tied for the lead in the ACC, and McGuire, not only can he score goals, but obviously as a D-midi, he leads the country in caused turnovers by a defensive midfielder. And not have to worry about kicking people out of their room.
And watching them play, like there's Fierce and there's these two guys. Like they are made for one another. Intensity and a ferocious side
comes upfield. All the momentum now back with the Blue Devils. Largest lead of the day. 2 quick ones here in the second half. It's 9-4 Duke.
He's just super fast. Watch the acceleration. Change of speed. Able to corner. Benefits from the pick at X. Defense, McCool just goes down. He never really sees it, and that sneaks near side pipe.
Crowd wanted to push in the back. I think they're going to get it. Yeah, they do. Gerard again.
Hughes has got to snap out of it right now.
Christmas scores!
Holy cow, you see the windup on this thing? Well, look at this windup. Whoosh. All the leverage of a 72-inch lacrosse stick, titanium, the whip, and he dusts the orange goalie. Matt Christmas. Got to see some fight right now, Cotter. I got to see some fight from Syracuse right now.
Boyer picks up the GB. Being harassed.
Kaczynski. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. Good energy on a hard ground ball play.
Anderson collides with McGuire.
Finn Thompson's in the game.
Jamison with a nice job putting his cross in the passing lane. No angle on the question mark. Purchase. He shoots. McCool makes the save. Here's Spallina. They play a little two-man game with Leo. Hiltz inside. Good passing. Jamison with the save, though.
Shows up in the month of May during the tournament.
At some point in time here, Syracuse has got to wake up, show some life. Final 2 minutes of this third quarter. A scoreless third quarter for the Orange. Molliver scores! He's certainly been scoreless today. That's 5.
Eric Molliver carried that goal number 5 for him.
Simple sneak.
Number 2, Andrew McAvoy.
5. Watch the defense just take the wrong, goes around the goal trying to chase. And you're going to lose that race as Molliver gets a little bit of a head start.
For a brief moment in that first half, Q in the second quarter, Joey Spallina woke Syracuse up.
It's 5-4. They were down 5-4.
And then, but since then, it's been all Duke.
6-0 run.
And this defense has been sensational all day. Gray picks it up.
Nice patience by him to carry that ball into the corner. Goalie wasn't open initially.
They have a guy who's on another planet.
Put up 20 today, beating Harvard 20-12.
Curtius, look at that move, just can't get it on cage.
Cornell's only losses to Penn State, game with their Cornell Fogo, guilty of a 2-minute non-releasable that took a 2-goal deficit and
Right.
put the game into overtime, and they lose.
And that's why Penn State is ranked 3rd in the RPI on the strength of that win. Bouncer Jameson's going to see that all game long.
Fights that one off. See a lot of players going to bounce shots today on the dirt and this natural grass surface. Get my Carolina school.
You're going to upset a lot of people here on this campus if you get that confused.
When the weather gets nice in April, the fans show up here.
Big day on campus, too. They had the spring football game today, had a baseball game. Duke's got a very good baseball program, competitive in the ACC, so and the Duke fans are loving what they've seen here at Koskinen so far today. Start of the 4th quarter with a big lead. English cuts into that lead.
It starts with a spark. Sam English can be that guy, the grad student out of Culver. He logs a lot of miles. He reminds me of Matt Abbott. Incredible shape. He can play defense, he can play offense, and this is where he's most effective. He takes McGuire straight down the alley, right-handed, high to high. Jamison's guessing low. Look at him drop a stick.
20 and a half minutes of game time for Syracuse. And Mullen will help him build on that with possession off this faceoff. Oh, dangerous pass. Got away with it. All credit goes really to Cal Gerard. He came in after a faceoff violation in the first half and won several. Engelke was back in for that draw. Roa on the run, shoots. Jamison's been solid. Finds Christmas. He loses it. Back to the orange.
More of a walk than a run.
I was gonna try and compare your run to how much mileage Sam English is gonna put on today on that Apple Watch.
Name a midi in the country who stays on the field and plays as much as Sam English.
On a day like today, the sun is out, and the Orange are heating up in the 4th quarter. That's 2 straight.
Gary Gate fired up. Little emotion. You rarely see it out of the head coach of the Orange, but it's back-to-back goals. The turnover the Duke failed clear stings him. And from distance, low to low through traffic. Look, the defender is a screen there.
Mullen kicks it to himself. Ooh. He gains possession, and Jamison made the save. My goodness, that was almost one of the goals of the year, but Jamison got just enough of it. Didn't see it initially, but found it.
I thought Mullen was going to get absolutely destroyed.
Here it is again.
He was floating in the air. Watch it, right? Oh, great body stop by Jamison. The big step, left-handed, gets his left fist. Being judicious and smart. You can't stop scoring.
McAdory on Figueres. Gets a step, saved by McCool. Leo comes across the field. He shoots. Jamison all the way. Beautiful outlet pass as well. Warrington. Good feet inside. Almost. Kirsch just couldn't quite handle it. And a big GB by Syracuse.
Counterattack. You don't want to be a meme like Jay Alter and Kark.
No comment on that one. McCarthy. Spallina here. Watch out. Goal line extended work as his way back upfield.
Two-man game from the wing.
Finn. Ball pinballs around in front of Jamison. He's good up by Johnson.
This goaltender's going to need an ice bath.
Roa. That's too tough of an angle. Swims. Now back out. Crossfield pass. Good look inside. Another pass. That one too high though from Hiltz. Kraus. That's going to be a push in the back against Anderson. Yes, it is.
May 2nd and 4th, Friday, semifinals, 5 and 8 on the ACC Network. Sunday noon, ACC Network and ESPN Plus.
Slow. McCool. Dangerous in front.
You got a cramp behind the net, Duke.
That looks like Oliver is cramping up. Johnson picks up the loose ball.
Referees need to blow the whistle.
We're going to get a flag here, though. The whistle will blow. It's going to come against Syracuse.
Play's continuing, and there's a player hurt behind the net. The officials do not see him.
You can see McAdory saying to Oliver, just get up so we can run this clock. You don't have to do anything, just stand there. Now the officials blow it.
And he's fully cramped and has been for the last 20 seconds.
Spallina quickly to the far side. Anderson. Jamison, too good today. 13 saves for Jamison. Yeah, you got to get going, I guess, is what you're saying. No sense in spending any more time off that clock. Try to jam it inside the deer. Spallina, nice pass, tic-tac-toe on the far side. And it's Trey Deer who finishes it off. Lefty's fourth man-up goal of the year. The lead is now 4 goals at 2:46. This is doable.
With John Mullen, it's doable. This is as gorgeous a power play goal as you will ever see. Diagonal passing. Zip, zap, zip, zap, zip. Hiltz, Spallina, back to the camera side. Deer with the tap in.
John Mullen's got to win faceoffs. He's had a hard time doing it today against Girard. He wins it.
Here we go. You got to go. Syracuse needs a 6th player. He's on the far side playing hangman right now with Girard. It's Mullen.
Oh, and the pass from English handcuffs Anderson. And he goes to work on that clock. Under 2 minutes. Knocked away beautifully. Ochoa and Syracuse need one here in a hurry. He's going to punt return it all the way to the offensive end of the field. Spallina has it knocked away. Gets it back, but he is being harassed by Charlie Johnson. That took a lot of time off this clock. Leo trying to attack. Gray gets it to his man. Christmas. And McAdory knows all he's got to do is run some clock. And Duke's got this one in the bag.
Wow. Just when you wanted to count him out, Duke's back in the national picture. Biggest win of the year for the Blue Devils.
Tempers flaring a bit, a little pushing and shoving.
These officials better jump in here. You've got some fired up athletes who aren't going to back down.
Bard's in the mix, being pulled back by one of his teammates, Kirschus. See Kraus as well.
Duke's 10th win of the season, the biggest of their year.
McAdory just going to run and run and run.
Oh, he's paying the price. He is paying the price.
But keeps possession. Now he just chucks it toward the goal. That's the place to chuck it if you're gonna. Kirschus can't pick it up, goes out of bounds. McAdory ran a lot of time off that clock, though.
He is tough. Gotta love number 2 in white. He paid the price. He's down on the turf right now on the Duke sideline.
Gave it his all. And that's enough to salt this game away, as if it wasn't already. Tough pass inside. And with 2 seconds left, the Duke Blue Devils can celebrate.
Big day for Duke. Changed the trajectory of their season.
They improved to 10-4 on the year. Syracuse drops to 9-4.